Assassin's Creed, a gaming legend that waves history, action, and intrigue into a masterpiece. In 2007, Ubisoft changed everything for me, after exploring every official Assassin's Creed. Today, I dive into this legendary franchise. Alongside some glimpse of the tantalizing future, here I have my top Assassin's Creed games of all time. Kicking the list with number 10, I choose Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Between Valhalla and Odyssey, this choice was an arduous one, a real tug of war between two formidable contenders. But when the dust settled, and after much contemplation, I found myself leaning toward Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This entry thrust us into the tumultuous world of Viking race and Anglo-Saxon history, following Eivor, a Viking raider caught between two worlds. Valhalla introduces a sprawling open world that captures the raw essence of Viking exploration. Now, while the parkour mechanics in Valhalla attempts to mirror the spirit of adventure, I personally found them falling short compared to previous titles. They felt slow, heavy, and somewhat clumsy in execution. However, a shimmering note amidst these no-ones is the game's lush landscapes, which vividly brought 9th century England to life. However, I must admit that Valhalla's story didn't quite hit the mark for me. I found it challenging to forge the same connection with Eivor as I had with previous protagonists. My decision to place it at the 10th spot is due to a rather intriguing character introduction. I'm referring here to Basim. His motives resonate with the essence of a true assassin, and his air of secrecy is undeniably intriguing. Through this character, the game attempts to weave a connection with the broader Assassin's Creed lore in a strange and captivating way. This glimmer of hope that Basim brings to the narrative has me genuinely excited for the future of the series, as the mysterious threats of Basim are poised to intertwine with the upcoming Assassin's Creed Mirage. I find myself both hopeful and apprehensive about what lies ahead. Basim might just be the missing piece needed to reinvigorate the series, and I'm eager to witness this unfold. I suggest that Valhalla Inception draw inspiration from the success of games such as Witcher 3 and God of War, underscoring the gaming industry's ability to adapt to evolving trends. But even within the context of a grand Viking saga, this game lost me somewhere in the middle, amid repetitive concept, bad pacing, and underdeveloped characters. Number 9. Assassin's Creed 1. Nestling into our 9th spot, the game that ignited the very spark of the franchise. We're speaking here about Assassin's Creed 1. This remarkable title whisks us away on a mesmerizing historical journey, immersing us in the throes of the Crusades. Through the eyes of Altair ibn Ahad, we embark on a quest for redemption that unfolds amidst the vibrant tapestry of ancient cities. I vividly recall the enchantment of exploring the Holy Land of Jerusalem and the awe-inspiring majesty of Damascus during my initial playthrough. Masyaf also was an amazing location to explore. However, as the franchise has evolved, it's evident that newer entries have set increasingly high standards. Assassin's Creed deserving of recognition for introducing players to the exhilarating sensation of freedom and fluidity, courtesy of its groundbreaking parkour mechanics. Notably, the game also presented an impressive innovation for its time, the horse riding mechanic. However, viewed through the lens of retrospection, one can't help but appreciate the audacious narrative premise. You, a bartender, are kidnapped and thrust into this mysterious and strange machine, where you relive the memories of your ancestors. Through this device, you are catapulted into a whole new world, where everything you thought you know unravels like a tattered scroll. In this realm, shadowy organization waged clandestine wars for the fate of the world, and you, an unwitting bystander, became ensnared in this grand tapestry of ancient enigmas and futuristic intrigue. This fusion of ancient history with the cutting-edge sci-fi concept remains a monumental achievement in the realm of action-adventure gaming. However, it's fair to say that while the narrative concept was staggering, the game's execution didn't quite measure up to my initially overwhelming expectations. This project was ambitious, probably very ambitious at times. The narrative itself, while captivating, felt somewhat lacking in complexity, and the repetitive mission structure at times veered toward monotony. Furthermore, the distant and disconnected locations occasionally left me feeling disoriented, as I traversed between cities without clear thread connecting them. The absence of a cohesive narrative became increasingly apparent. Moreover, the broader storyline involving Animus and Desmond generated mixed sentiments, as they grappled me with the intricacies of time-binding exploration. Number 8. Assassin's Creed 3. Moving forward to our 8th selection, we arrive at the Assassin's Creed 3. This game thrust us headlong into the milestone of the American Revolution, inviting us to follow the journey of Connor through the turbulent colonies. When it comes to parkour and combat mechanics, Assassin's Creed 3 introduced a slew of slick movements that enable us to navigate both bustling cities and untamed wilderness with unparalleled agility. The inclusion of hunting and the introduction of fresh gameplay mechanics marked a remarkable leap forward for the franchise, enhancing the overall experience. In terms of gameplay, Assassin's Creed 3 undeniably stood out from its predecessors, and that was nothing short of impressive. However, the narrative evoked mixed reactions. While it ignited the furious debate over the age-old question of who was right, is it the Assassins or the Templars? A concept that had all the potential to be a groundbreaking. It didn't age as gracefully as one might hope. Personally, as I delved deeper into the game, the plot twist, a complex web involving a marriage between a Templar and an assassin culminating in a character who's ultimately become the instrument of his own father's demise, struck me as somewhat contrived and less satisfying than expected. Further adding to the complexity, the overarching narrative weaving together Animus and Desmond raised questions about its cohesion, and I found myself questioning the direction Desmond's arc was taken. After he died, it was at this point that I felt the narrative might have been stretching a bit thin. Number 7. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. This was a tough one, but I think it's a worthy occupant of my 7th spot. As I waded through the smudge-choked streets of Victorian London, I stepped into the formidable shows of the intrepid twins, Avi and Jacob Frey. Together, they embark on a perilous odyssey through the gritty underworld, driven by the unwavering thirst for justice. It's a setting that throbs with history, teems with innovation, and trembles with the promise of revolution. What truly sets Syndicate apart in my eyes was the stealth mechanics, meticulously tailored to mirror the audacious spirit of the Frey twins. The duality they brought, a blend of stealthy elegance and brawny mannerism, was an attempt to encapsulate their unwavering tenacity. Though the idea of the twins added an intriguing twist, I couldn't help but notice a hint of exaggerated cheesiness and a certain lack of seriousness that felt like a slight step down from the gravity of previous titles. However, the game answered a long-standing yearning I had harbored since the days of the Assassin's Creed trilogy, which is court chasing, and in Syndicate my cause have been answered. The sheer thrill of pursuing and dashing through the grandeur of Victorian London was nothing short of exhilarating. Yet within this whirlwind of excitement, a faint dissonance emerged. While the Industrial Revolution backdrop added a unique flavor to the parkour element, with the bustling energy of the era seamlessly integrated into the fabric of traversing, I couldn't shake the feeling that the execution didn't quite capture the fluidity I had experienced in prior entries. The towering structure and terrain and factories should have evoked a sense of empowerment, but the mechanics occasionally left me feeling somewhat detached from the experience. The sprawling Victorian architecture, while undeniably visually captivating, didn't escape a few limitations that hindered the otherwise immersive exploration. While my admiration for the refined movement mechanics remained steadfast, the narrative of Syndicate failed to fully resonate with me. Despite this, I must commend this entry for its unique cast of villains. Nonetheless, the narrative lacked the depth I had hoped for, and the historical setting, while promising, at times felt underutilized. However, credit must be given where it's due. Syndicate's exceptional stealth mechanics and the charismatic partnership of Avi and Jacob Frey offered me a fresh perspective of the series' core gameplay. Number 6. Assassin's Creed 2. It is worth noting that while this game holds the 6th position on my list, it's only because of the incredible title that lie ahead. Now, this captivating installment sweeps us into an immersive Renaissance Italy, with a charismatic Ezio Auditore at its center. The tapestry of this game's narrative is expertly woven, with captivating storytelling, deeply rooted in art, culture, and conspiracy. Here we witness the inception of a trend that would go on to define the franchise: the direct integration of historical figures into the game's narrative. The introduction of the illustrious Leonardo da Vinci, with his invaluable contribution spanning both this game and Brotherhood, lent a palpable lifeline to Ezio's epic journey. Back in its heyday, Assassin's Creed 2 was nothing short of sensational. The ebb and flow of Ezio's growth is flawlessly reflected in the intricate parkour mechanics. Every fluid motion is a testimony to his evolution, capturing that transition from the headstrong youth to a seasoned, agile assassin. This dynamic of parkour mechanics grants players the mastery to elegantly navigate the breathtaking cities of Italy, instilling each movement with profound sense of finesse and grace. This title truly stands as fan favorite within the franchise. However, even with this adored entry, conversations naturally swirled around certain elements. The historical accuracy and painstaking details invested in the cities are indeed a marvel. Yet I couldn't escape the feeling of a somewhat repetitive gameplay loop. Frequently, missions followed a familiar pattern, occasionally tempered the sensation of continuous progression. Nevertheless, the rich narrative of the deep exploration of Ezio's personal odyssey, a facet that has etched itself into my heart, remained the ever-pulsating core of the experience. Now, delving into the broader narrative weaving enemies and Desmond, Assassin's Creed 2 significantly deepened the modern-day storyline. Desmond's immersion into Ezio's memory assumed a more profound purpose, serving as a narrative anchor and contribution substantially to the intrigue enveloping the overarching plot. Within these layers of enigma and conspiracy lies the promising of a grander tapestry of secrets, which kept me fervently invested in both realms of the past and the present. Number 5. Assassin's Creed Unity. As we hit the midway point, at number 5 we immerse ourselves in the tempestuous era of the French Revolution, courtesy of Assassin's Creed Unity. Set amidst the chaotic fervor of the time, as I walked these streets, I couldn't help but marvel at the diversity of crowd that filled the natural spaces, capturing the life of both protesters and the bustling city itself. The parkour mechanics of Unity unfold as a captivating symphony of fluidity, a deliberate effort to seamlessly weave players into the fabric of the world. What truly stands out is the stunning attention to architectural detail, elevating the experience as Arno elegantly maneuvers through the city's nook and crannies. The sensation of scaling iconic landmark while transitioning seamlessly between buildings serves as a testament to Unity's parkour mechanic, capturing the very essence of the historical period with a striking visual flair. Yet within the brilliance of Unity's parkour, certain drawbacks surface. The decision to lock the frame rate at 30 frames per second, although it enhanced the cinematic aspect mostly at time, led to instances where movement felt less natural or slightly contrived, momentarily breaking the immersion. While the world's intricacy lends itself to an immersive atmosphere, it inadvertently shines a light on pacing inconsistencies within both gameplay and narrative. The game's start, particularly the challenging prison sequence, was indeed intense, but uneven pacing throughout affected the overall story flow. As for the character portrayal, there's a mix of classic charm and cool and elegance, which I really love. However, when it comes to development, I couldn't help but raise a significant concern. Arno's journey set against the elaborate setting left me discerning more depth and growth. While I found myself loving the atmosphere, I yearn of the purity of a French accent, or even dropping some more to amplify the immersion, much like the Ezio's trilogy had done before. Amidst these nuances, Unity remains a captivating entry in the series, melding the revolutionary backdrop with engaging parkour mechanics. Number 4. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And now, let's delve into the rank of our top 4, where we encounter the timeless classic that is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, claiming the prestigious number 4. This game marked a turning point for the franchise, introducing the innovative Brotherhood system that seamlessly blends strategy with action, shaping the gameplay in a way we had yet to witness. Rome during the Renaissance serves as a breathtaking drop, a canvas against which Ezio's legacy unfolds. The parkour mechanics and Brotherhood align harmoniously with the era's grandeur, capturing the essence of Ezio's transformation into a seasoned assassin. His traversal of Rome's iconic landmark paints a vivid picture of his evolution, while the fluidity of his movement intertwined gracefully with the themes of power and influence threaded through the narrative. As with any ambitious venture, Brotherhood naturally sparked discussion amongst fans. While the innovative Brotherhood system earned my commendation, I felt that the rich historical tapestry of Rome remains somewhat underutilized within the narrative. Rome has been teased and hyped in the previous installment, yet upon our arrival, its vibrant history seems to retreat to the background, making me yearn for a more pronounced interplay between the setting's essence and the unfolding story. Despite this, Ezio's personal growth and his interaction with the historical luminaries sustained the series' signature narrative engagement. Amidst this captivating journey, Brotherhood also embarked on a profound exploration of the overarching Animus and Desmond's narrative. This intricate layering of historical approach and modern times provided a deeper dive into both Ezio's life and Desmond's pivotal role within the modern-day assassin struggle. The compelling interplay between past and present, intertwined with the broader conspiracy, kept me consistently engrossed, eager to unravel the enigmas that lay in wait. Number 3. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Stepping into the spotlight of our third treasure, we have the captivating Assassin's Creed Black Flag. This remarkable game sets sail on a swashbuckling adventure, navigating the turquoise water of the lush islands of the Caribbean. With a dramatic shift from bustling cities to boundless open seas, Black Flag rewrote the series' roles and breathed new life into its essence. The introduction of naval combat and exploration marked a turning point, a testament to Ubisoft's innovative spirit. A feat not quite replicated with later titles such as Odyssey. Notably, the seamless transition of a parkour mechanics between land and ship offered me the same fluidity that I had come to cherish in Assassin's Creed Urban Playgrounds. Yet while Black Flag's departure from traditional settings and its plunge into the realms of piracy might seem a radical shift, I surprisingly found it to be a refreshing change. Maybe because of Edward Kenway. He isn't merely a murderous pirate who stumbled upon the Assassin's Creed, but rather a complex character with a pirate spirit infused with the essence of an assassin. It was this audacious blend that reinvigorated my passion for the franchise. The naval mechanics, from the intricacies of ship upgrades to the thrill of high-stakes sea battles, ushered in a breath of fresh air. The helm of the ship, with the proud banner of the jackdaw waving in the wind, accompanied by the catchy sea shanties, symbolized freedom as they charted perilous waters, battled against foes, and discovered hidden isles and treasures. This unprecedented blend of nautical prowess with the familiar dance of parkour optimized the franchise prowess in evolution. However, amid the shimmering waves of acclaim, the narrative's tide sparked debates amongst fans. Black Flag's story diverged significantly from the central conflict between Templars and Assassins, setting sail instead for the tumultuous world of piracy and privateering. This course of adjustment raised questions about the game's connection to the core Assassin's Creed lore. The introduction of a new Animus user interwoven with the broader narrative encompassing Animus and Desmond posed an intellectual challenge. For me, comprehending and embracing these narrative threads proved a journey in itself, leading to perceived detachment from the tapestry of the experience. Nevertheless, Black Flag's daring innovation remains an indelible chapter, a shining example of the franchise's ability to traverse uncharted waters while safeguarding its heart and soul. Number 2. Assassin's Creed Revelations. Now, for what might be the biggest surprise on this list, we have Assassin's Creed Revelations, a game that often finds itself at the lower of many rankings. Yet I can't help but seethe with frustration, wondering if I somewhat played a completely different game. Because what Revelation did for Altair, Ezio, and Desmond, the trifecta, was nothing short of magical. Revelations boasts one of the finest narratives in the franchise, probably in the gaming industry combined, and it's a masterclass in storytelling. It weaves together the redemption journey of Desmond, the continued evolution of Ezio, and the satisfying closure of Altair's arc. Story depth and emotional resonance drew me into the life of these characters, intertwining with themes of wisdom, loss, and legacy. The masterful storytelling crafted to bridge between the past, present, and the future, making Desmond's journey within the Animus equally compelling. That final scenes between Altair, Ezio, and Desmond is something truly special. This seamless integration of narrative across different time periods remains a hallmark in the Assassin's Creed series. Revelation also brilliantly showcases how far Ezio has come as an assassin. Despite his age, the game highlights his continued growth as he confronts his past and tackles new challenges. It solidifies his legacy as the franchise's most iconic character and the true master of the Assassin's Order. While I wholeheartedly praise Revelation for its near-perfect execution, I must admit that certain aspects of gameplay felt iterative, building upon mechanics introduced in previous titles. The rendition of Constantinople, while unique and interesting, seems slightly downgraded from previous games. It's clear that more time was needed to polish the world. Nonetheless, Revelation is an absolute gem in the Assassin's Creed series and truly deserves to shine high in the rankings. Before we delving into the pinnacle of my list, let's take a moment to pay homage to those honorable mentions that fell short of the top tier. Don't get me wrong, I don't think there's a bad Assassin's Creed game, but these games fail to claim the spot in the final countdown. Assassin's Creed Odyssey boldly strayed too far from the norm, almost to the extent that it felt detached from the essence of the franchise. And don't get me wrong, visiting ancient Greece was a thrilling experience. As an RPG, this game could score a good position. Or probably not, but here it feels like a radical departure from the franchise conventions. Rogue's daring exploration didn't satisfy me enough, although the concept idea was interesting at times, and there is also Liberation's Tales of Freedom and the Chronicles, which deserve acknowledgement. Number 1. Assassin's Creed Origins. And now, a moment of truth, claiming the throne that number 1 is none other Assassin's Creed Origins. I understand if this choice might make some of you angry, but I've weighted the factors carefully, and the Origins consistently raised to the top. While nothing can be perfect, this game comes astoundingly close in every aspect, except for one minor flaw. Origin whisks us away to ancient Egypt, where the foundations of the Assassin's Brotherhood are painstakingly lit against the backdrop of breathtaking desert, mystical towns, and bustling cities. Bayek's narrative is a masterclass in storytelling, guided by the historical events that spring to life through Ubisoft's unwavering attention to details. The parkour mechanics seamlessly blend with the awe-inspiring environment, creating an immersive experience that weaves players into the rich tapestry of history and myth. The true brilliance of Origins lies in its unparalleled ability to transport players to an ancient Egypt that feels plucked from the pages of a meticulously researched historical textbook. Iconic locations of the era are painstakingly recreated, from the grandeur of the Alexandria lighthouse to the enigmatic allure of the pyramids of Giza. Every cobblestone, every carving whispers the secret of an ancient civilization, transforming the game world into a living museum. Bayek's interaction with historical figures, including the captivating Cleopatra herself, further drew players into a vibrant culture and intricate politics of the period. The game's atmosphere flawlessly captured the very essence of ancient Egypt, with its bustling markets, sprawling riverbanks, and sun-kissed deserts. The ambient sound, intricate visual details, and the way NPCs seamlessly integrate with the surroundings create a rich, authentic backdrop. As I traverse the cities and explore the vast landscape, it's impossible not to become engulfed in the sensation of walking through history. Furthermore, Assassin's Creed Origins introduced what I consider the zenith of the parkour system within the series. Hold on there. While I understand that some might argue for Unity's system, myself included, it's crucial to note the distinction in characters' physique. Bayek's movements are nothing short of fluid, conveying a sense of weight, responsiveness, and grounded realism that enhance the experience instead of retracting from it. Navigating intricate environments and scaling towering structures feels not just intuitive but exhilarating, underscoring Pyre's prowess as an assassin. Though Assassin's Creed Origins ushered in a more RPG-like progression and combat system, I'll admit it wasn't an easy transition for me. In the beginning, I really hated it. However, the shift in gameplay mechanics as I progressed through the game, and upgrades ultimately deepened my engagement with Bayek's journey. The narrative bustled by impeccable world building and outstanding parkour mechanics resonate deeply with me. Of course, criticism did arise, particularly concerning the pacing of specific story elements. Now, about Aya. I have mixed feeling, and I know this might resonate with many. This character possessed immense potential, but regrettably, the writing failed to fully explore her depth. Nonetheless, this minor setback pales in comparison to Origin's monumental achievement in crafting an authentic historical experience, inviting players to explore, learn, and genuinely awed by the wonders of ancient Egypt. Many consider this entry the beginning of the drastic deviation that led to Odyssey and Valhalla. But let's be realistic. We've come a long way beyond the old-school Assassin's Creed. Let's Mirage change this perspective. Ubisoft has been teasing us for over a year now, with numerous projects, aiming to captivate and satisfy partial fan bases with each release. My most awaited is Assassin's Creed Mirage, set to return us to the roots this October, as I said. What we've glimpsed so far is a hand nose to the original Assassin's Creed and the iconic Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy. Additionally, there is also codename Jade, shrouded in the enigma of a Chinese backdrop, a mobile game catered to online gaming enthusiasts. There is also the enigmatic codename Red, introduces Japanese assassin and a dance with stealthy ninjas. Much like Egypt, a concept long awaited by fans for years. I hope they don't make it like Odyssey. And then there is the intrigue of what might resemble Valhalla, a tease of a medieval Europe in codename Hex that sets the stage for even more to come. Apparently, Ubisoft seems to be on a mission to please and satisfy everyone. And there you have it, that was my list. I want to hear from you. What are your personal favorites? Share your topics on the comments below. And remember, if this video didn't quite hit the mark for you, feel free to hit that dislike button. It won't cost you a dime. Your feedback is valuable to me. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Feel free to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more thrilling gaming related content. Till the next time, peace out.